As a business owner, I'm sure you're still on the program of just building, just still building. And you know what? That is good. That's actually great. I want to invite you to consider building something that you might be missing that could integrate really nicely into your business strategy. Then what that is actually a transition strategy. So you've built the team, you've built up the revenue, you've got your reputation, and yes, you're still building. One of the most important things that founders never build is a plan for what happens when something changes. And that change could be your change, intentional, with you just waking up one day and thinking, man, I'm tired and I want to go do something else in my life. But it also could be something like the proverbial bus where you get, hit and you're no longer on the planet. Those things happen. So transition planning or transition strategy, it's not about leaving. It's about making what you've built last longer and making it worth more. It isn't about slowing down in any way, shape, or form, at least right now, because usually I just did a podcast a few days ago, and it's usually about a runway that could be 5 years or 10 years long. So it's not about slowing down. And if anything, sometimes you speed up a little bit because this is new and it's exciting and it's different. It's not thinking about leaving. It's actually making what you've built worth more and helping you as a transitioner and all those around you live their best lives and actually have the most opportunity. Every transition is either intentional or unintentional. It's either one that you've planned for or one that happens to you. And most owners only think about the planned version, the day that they decide it's time. And I like that, but that's truly an event. And if you make time your friend, then you can start to think about this transition as a journey. We don't want it to be about an event. We don't want it to be about a health event or a partner exit or maybe a market shift that you actually have to sell or have to make a big change to deal with it. What we want is some kind of a roadmap. It creates continuity. So it means that you're ready for both. It means that you're ready for you deciding when it's time. And remember, in some of my other work that we've done, you can listen to those. There are many, many, many whens. So it makes you ready for whenever your whens come. But it also makes the team and others, your family, ready for when something might happen. It does make you stronger and it makes the business stronger. And as we talked about earlier, it increases the value. So you're not just doing this for a future moment when something happens. You're doing it for right now. The hardest part, it's not the paperwork part. It's not writing down what you're going to do. What really is the hard part is it's the identity question. It's about who you are, who you want to be, and how you want to live your life. What's your next adventure? Most founders and owners, the business for most of them is kind of who they are. They both run deep together, right? It's your identity. And doing this work actually helps proactively. It helps you to explore. So you're able to dive deeper into your next chapter, what that might look like. And it also provides not only opportunity to you, but it provides opportunity to your team. It helps your team get clarity, not only in what happens if something happens to you or what's next, but also for them, what's next in their job, what's next in their role. Because as you roll out of some of your work and some of your tasks, you have to have other people move in or roll into those tasks. So the work, everybody gets to grow and everybody gets to move when you start this transition strategy. And your family gets security so that there's no surprise when your kids or your spouse or other family members need to hop in to help. When I think about building a transition roadmap and making time your friend, I think about more options. I think about more freedom because options give you freedom. So this is not about the end. It's about what you've built already and making it continue on without you or even grow bigger. It's about the people around you. It's about your team and your successors and your family and creating real opportunity for everyone involved. So I'd like to invite you to start today and just take a look at the business right now. How much does it depend on you? How much do you depend on it? How can you unwind that a little bit and maybe do some reflective time on what it might look like for it to be able to run without you? Figure out how far away you are in that journey, and then come and take a look at our Evolve program. Our Evolve program is set up specifically for you to do that work. It's efficient, it's focused, and it's super easy to walk through the framework and come out with a very strong understanding and clarity about what you want for yourself, for your business, for your family, for your employees, your vendors, and all of those people. So let's solve this today and come and take a look at Evolve. We'd love to have you with us and join our community.